Okay, so this is a test run, just to make sure OBS doesn't frick up everything. Still wondering if I should watch my mouth. I mean, I'm not gonna censor every single curse word, because that's takes too much time, and you're a big boy. Everybody here is big boys and girls. Oh, they added Portuguese. When did they add Portuguese? I don't have my mouse. Where the heck did I put my mouse? I never understood. Why do the icons just flash? Like, I'm pretty sure saving and auto mode aren't, like, key components of this. I don't really care. Alright, goodbye. Oh god, it has been forever since I've done. What the hell is idle mode? What the hell's this? Hey, kitty. Kitty. Come here. Come here. Kitty, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I want to apologize for that, okay. Okay, apparently it says I'm so close to Orb Finder. How do I do that? How do you find an orb in this godforsaken game? Yeah. Hello everybody! My name is Fury, and welcome to Angels Scaly Wings, the dating game just for me! Get freaky on a Friday night, yeah. Okay, I hope you liked that intro. It was a lot of fun to make, and I stayed up all night because of it. Anyways, welcome to Angels Scaly Wings. I'm gonna turn this down a bit. There we go. Because I gotta hear myself talk. Okay. Welcome to Angel of Scaly Wings. I've reviewed a lot about this on my channel. You've seen the shorts, and probably all of the other various shenanigans I've played. I started playing the game, but, like, due to technical issues, I accidentally, let's just say I accidentally deleted my second episode because I was working on it on a shitty software thing on my iPad. And, yeah, I lost everything, and, well, after I finally found a way to actually get a good voiceover working with minimal background noise, well, here we are. You can hear me, I can actually speak, you don't have to read it yourself, I get to read it, and, yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna beat this game. I don't know why it's taking me 3 frickin' years, but we're gonna do it. I'm just gonna shut up and start. And, if you haven't watched this, haven't played this game before, that's fine. I recommend you... I'm not gonna restart the whole thing, I'm just gonna start from where I was. But I'm gonna play through it many, or all of the characters' paths, so if you just want to watch me do that, that's fine. And, by the way, I'm not skipping anything, so if you want to skip directly to the date, just go to the time code you see on screen. Editor, make sure you put that on there. If I didn't, I am so sorry to the viewers. With that said, let's get right into this. Continue your journey, Fury-chan. Yeah! Hey, wait, I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready, I hadn't even finished talking! Jesus Christ. Okay. I probably should have, like, given a little briefing of, like, what's going on, because I don't know. I don't know if everybody here has played the game before. It has been forever since with me. I don't have my mouse, so, that's gonna be fun. Okay. Okay, so technically, very brief summary. You play as a human who's going to a strange world via a portal. Can we shut the music up for like 2 seconds so I can hear myself speak? Alright, so you're a human, you go through a strange portal into a strange world, into a world of sentient dragons, and there's an actual story behind it. It isn't just like some weird furry dating simulator. It isn't anything like that. So, you go to this world so you can get something to save your dying planet or something like that. I don't remember everything. So excuse me if I just fabricate some things out of my ass, but like, I think that's the premise of it. But yes, dating dragons here is a part of the game, so if that makes you uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form, you can go take your ass down to, I don't know. What's the more friendly game? I don't know. Golden Treasure, that's that. Play that game, though, seriously. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna stop talking. I awoke from uneasy dreams looking at an unfamiliar ceiling. Just for a moment, I wondered where I was before the events of last night all came back to me. Oh yeah, when you just wake up in a different place, and then you forget where you fell asleep the last night, and then you just have a brief panic attack before you remember. Oh right, I forgot. I was sleeping over at a friend's house because my parents kicked me out because I because I was singing the song of my people at 2 a.m. After a good stretch, I looked outside the room, illuminated by the sunlight coming in from the window. Outside, in the distance, the portal I had emerged from stood proudly on the peak of a small hill. Getting ready, I noticed something lying on the table. It was the note Remy had left for me in case I needed anything. Along with his own home phone number, as well as the work number, there were also some numbers for delivery of food and other necessities, as well as emergency and even janitorial services. He had certainly thought of everything, even though I had now had to wonder what a dragon plumber might look like. Oh, Jesus. I want to apologize for the, background noise. There's a fan going on somewhere, so if you can hear that, I apologize. So yeah. My musings were interrupted when the doorbell rang. When I opened the door, I was met by another dragon. And No, shut up! I don't care! Okay? So it turns out you've seen this part before. Either we can watch this again, or we could save some time and just skip to the character selection. Yeah, so once again, if you want to skip through all the cool stuff and just want to go straight to the part you probably came here for, just come to the time code right here on the screen. Same place. No, I don't want to skip ahead. As you wish. Hello, you must be Fury-chan. I'm Sebastian, and I'll be your escort, or security, I suppose. Usually I work for the police, though. Nice to meet you. He seems a lot smaller than Remy, and when he somewhat nervously extended his arm towards me, I noticed he apparently only walked on his hind legs, the two forelimbs instead of having distinct arms, hands, and fingers. Shake his hand, don't shake his hand, or kiss his hand. You know, I've actually never done that. What'll happen if I do? This is not going to impact anything, but I've just gotten into the habit of loading my save every time I'm gonna do something stupid. Alright. When I took his hand in my furry to kiss, I could feel the individual bumps and scales on his rough skin. Oh. Nice to meet you, Sebastian. So, where are you taking me? Straight to business. We're not talking about the fact I was just so forward. I might as well have just whipped my dick out right there. Okay. Sebastian is like a minor character in this game, so like, say whatever the heck you want to him because it won't affect anything. Straight to business, eh? We're going to visit the plant where they are making your generators. They have some news for you, or so I've heard. Riza will be there too. Sounds great. Just follow me. You can download these backgrounds for free on itch.io. I don't know why I mentioned that. While we walked, I was under the impression we were purposefully avoiding the busier parts of the town, instead straying towards the edges and small alleys as to not garner too much attention. Even then, we got the occasional stare. After just a couple of minutes, we arrived at our destination where we were met by Riza, as well as yet another dragon, a vicious-looking beast that didn't stay too close to him. The music stopped for a second, and I thought I was gonna say, "Hey, you saw this part before. Do you want me to skip it? Because I know you just want to." Yeah. Hey. Why did I say it like that? Riza, long time no see. How true is that? Good to finally see another human face around here. I wouldn't want to see another human face. This place is cool. Hold on. Okay. Okay. What a coincidence to have you, of all people, show up. Yeah, guess those degrees aren't so useless after all. By the way, who's your friend? Just my bodyguard, same as yours. Don't bother with him, he doesn't talk too much. I want to take him. He looks just like you. He looks grumpy. That's what he always looks like. And yes, that does mean he's always grumpy. The two dragons exchanged a few words as I met the gaze of the larger, tremendous dragon a few paces from us. Sebastian turned towards me and spoke up again. Hey, Furious-chan, this is Maverick. Nice to meet you. Yeah, whatever. Just don't expect me to give you any special treatment like everyone else is, and we'll be good. I don't think well, you know, I'm not even gonna say it. What are you talking about? So you're saying you haven't noticed the stairs and how they all treat you like you're the next messiah or something? No, I just thought... Oh, okay. Hi. We're not the ones making a big deal out of this. You are. We're just here to get what we agreed on, and then we'll be gone. If anything, I'd actually prefer it if you left us alone. We're the one who insists on following me everywhere I go. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. I don't know how to go back, so I guess that just doesn't care. Alright, that's quite enough. Let's just go inside already, shall we? Alright. You can download this on. Yeah. Okay, most of these backgrounds are free to use. What of it? Just because it's a free to use background doesn't mean it's not a good game, okay? I can name like many games that use free to use backgrounds. Just not now. The crisis was quickly averted as we entered the building, which was characterized by its not now phone! Not now, this is not the time! What is the big deal? Okay, who's calling? Unavailable. Well, it must be for me. Hello? Who? Hello? Hello? You know, I'm kind of in the middle of something very important, so I hope this was worth it. Okay, he's dead. He died. I couldn't figure out how to put it on speaker, but this guy just asked me for a Benjamin, and then he didn't say anything else. I think he realized I wasn't Benjamin. Oh. There you are. I was waiting for you. Okay, is the music really quiet, or is my headphones broken? Because I feel like I can only hear out of one ear. Wait a minute. I thought we were going to meet up with the guys from production. What are you doing here? They're only coming in later today, so you'll just have to make do with me. I can't do female voices, so sorry. I see. Well, Fairy-chan, this is Anna. She kind of manages this building, though actually she's more involved in the research ring rather than production and engineering. Nice to meet you. My pleasure. I have something for you, by the way. It'll take them a while to make all the generators we promised, but we've got one out here for you. Feel free to send it home and give it a test. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's great. Oh. Sorry about that, I was interrupted by the butler. We don't have a butler. That's great, I'll take it. Looks a little small if you ask me. That's what she said. Wait. Don't underestimate its power. Oh, and do be careful not to drop it, like I just did. Sure, I'll be waiting outside while you do your thing, Fairy-chan. What do you mean, seducing everybody in this room? Is that my thing? Bye. I suppose I'll wait for you outside as well. Don't leave me alone with her! I've read the comics, I know what... Okay. What thing? Oh, have you brought the PDA? Of course. Here you go. Alright, now to give this thing a test run. The PDA lit up as our hands moved swiftly across its surface in a calculated motions. By the way, would you consider letting me run some tests on you as well? It would only take a drop of your blood. Alright. What? Why? I work in biology, so obviously this kind of thing would be very interesting to us. Ha! No, I'm just kidding. I'd share the results with you, of course. Sure. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Great. She was quick to produce a small device from a drawer, which a glance reminded me a lot of a test tube. Now, if you would just give me your hand, please. As I reached out to her, she took my hand into hers before she pressed the device into the back of my hand. A instant pain, as pain jolted through my hand. Something sharp drove itself through my skin, and shortly afterwards, a droplet of blood was sucked into the tube attached to the small needle. Thanks. Thanks for letting me prick you and like give you some of my. I'm gonna clone you. I'm gonna clone you and take over your world. Looks like your PDA is good, by the way. So we're just about done here. And since we're both in wait, what? In biology. It could be interesting if you want to meet me some other time as well. Here's my number. I fail biology in like every single class I ever have. Which weren't that many. As I said, I failed. Alright. See you soon. That was interesting. Did she ask you for your blood too? Yeah. Did you give it to her? No, I didn't give it to her. Me neither. I mean, if we're gonna give them our blood, let's not do it for free, right? Isn't that like... Okay, no, I don't even know. That reminds me, I think I'm gonna have to get my blood tested for something. Medical purposes, I think. But who cares? Sure. I'm getting hungry. How about some breakfast? I'm all for it. I can't stand early mornings like this. Ugh, me neither. That shouldn't be a problem. There's a cafe not too far from here. What do you say, Mavers? I wouldn't mind grabbing a bite myself. That's also then. Transition time. No! Why do you keep asking me? Jesus Christ, am I going to be able to play the game without getting bothered by literally every single person in the outside and in this bloody game? Okay, hold on. Luckily for us, the cafe was mostly empty when we arrived, as it was still pretty early in the day. Ryuzo was quick to lead me to a table for two, prompting the dragons to get one of their own at the other side of the restaurant. Finally. I can't stand that guy being on my tail all the damn time. Maybe he just likes you a lot. I wonder if... No, I don't think anybody... Okay, I'm just not gonna say it. We were approached by an individual who appeared to be the waitress of the cafe. She was a more interesting-looking dragon, who, unlike the others I had seen so far, was more akin to a wyvern, possessing two rather large wings as her forelimbs, which resembled those of an oversized bat. Not to be scientific, I guess, lack for a better word, but apparently many think that wyverns are technically not really dragons. Personally, I don't really care. So, yeah. Oh, it's the humans! Yeah! Wait, where? Unamused. That's a good one. Welcome to our establishment. My name's Andine, and I'll be your waitress today. And I'm also going to be really friendly because I work minimum wage. I need your tips because I'm only paid like $4 an hour. So what can I bring you to? If I worked at a place like this, I would probably have said the same thing. Yeah, me too. Just make it quick. Sure thing. 2 scrambled eggs with bacon coming right up. As I was saying, if you look at the big picture, don't you just think there's something off about this whole place? Where is it, really? This was supposed to be a completely separate place from Earth, or even a different dimension. Nice! Is there... No. I opened up the menu thinking I can just go look at the history. This isn't Danganronpa. I can't... Oh, okay, there we go. Like I said, I don't have my mouse, so I can't scroll back. We're in a different dimension. Some things just don't add up. Don't you think so, too? Let me just grab my tinfoil hat real quick. Yeah, I've noticed it too. Can't really say much about more with you-know-who over there. He's probably listening to us right now. Voldemort! What a creep. When I let my gaze wander, I saw that Maverick was looking at our direction. Our eyes met briefly, his expression not showing any discernible emotion. Well, I wondered whenever it had just been a coincidence if he was really able to hear us from a distance. I do have some theories, and if I'm right, we might be in trouble. Kind of trouble? What are you talking about? Be quiet. I'll let you know as soon as I can. But for now, let's just play along. After all, we already got one of these babies. He patted the generator's box for emphasis. God knows we need them. Oh, there she comes. Act natural! Where's my phone? The female returned, astonishing me with her ability to manage to balance the dishes on the edges of her wings. She placed her forelimbs on the table and proceeded to move the dishes from a wing to us with a gentle push of her snout. There you go. Enjoy. Say nothing. No. Just thanks. You're welcome. Goodbye. I was wondering what kind of breakfast that could be had in a place like this, but I was pleasantly surprised to find it wasn't quite as what I used to. The only real difference was they apparently didn't use any cutlery. When the waitress brought out meals to the two dragons across the cafe and exchanged a few words with them, Riza leaned forward and whispered something to me. I'll send you a letter with a coded message later. You'll know what to do. Riza rose from his seat before it made it known to me that there were still a few things left to do and left the restaurant, followed shortly by the larger of the two dragons. Laters. I wasn't in a hurry, so I spent a few minutes in contemplation while I looked out the window and finished my breakfast. Thought that this little situation was already bizarre enough that there was now the vague sense of danger conveyed by Riza's earlier words. I did not have an idea what kind of threat might be lurking out there. Eventually, I got up, ready to be on my way for whatever else the day might bring. Are you done? Sure I am. How'd you like it? It was alright. Glad you enjoy it. Just wait outside and I'll handle the rest here. Sure thing. He's gonna leave without paying, isn't he? Oh shoot, what happened? I stepped outside, taking in the scenery of this strangely familiar world. Hold on. Did it say that the first time I played this? Like, the very first time. I'm not gonna say why I think that sentence is weird, because I'm going under the assumption that somebody might be playing and they don't know, like, what happens at the end. But if you do know, if you have played the game, you would probably understand, so... Does that change on a subsequent playthrough? Okay, never mind. In the short time I was here, I had already found the similarities between their worlds and ours utterly fascinating. After all, we were talking about an unmapped place and a never-before-seen form of life. As far as discoveries were concerned, even something as simple as a new uncellular organism or even bacteria would have been remarkable. Yet here I was, sitting in the middle of a village inevitably built by this race of intelligent talking dragons with society not unlike our own. Reason didn't seem to share the same interest and instead was more smitten with the generator, but given our reasons for coming here in the first place, I couldn't blame him for his enthusiasm being focused on something else. My thoughts were interrupted as something suddenly zapped past me just a little too close, causing me to stumble back. It was a rather small dragon with a bag clamped into its maw, who apparently had somewhere to be. Why did the music cut out? I've played too many horror visual novels, or like just any horror games to know to just be freaked out whenever just the music cuts off. This isn't supposed to be a scary game, and yet I'm now terrified. I regained my footing and watched it as it disappeared into the distance. Even though I'd seen enough dragons to recognize their variation in its size, color, and other attributes, I guess this one must have been a juvenile of its species. Shortly afterwards, Sebastian joined me outside, having taken care of the tab. I gave her a generous tip on your behalf. I hope you don't mind. I wish the cursor wasn't so big. It's so annoying because I don't want to have to just keep bringing it all over your face and... I mean, the viewer, because, I wish I could hide it. In any case, none of you have given us the PDA and Riza has the generator. You're free for today. So if you want to go anywhere in particular, let me know, or I could show you around town. I was tempted to be given a tour, but considering Riza's words, I wanted to be careful not to stray too far without knowing more about this world first. I think I'll stay home for today. I still have to get used to everything, you know? I'll just accompany you back then. Alright, let's go. There we are. Home sweet home. For now, at least. Well, if you need anything, I'll be outside until my shift ends. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. See you tomorrow. See ya. Goodbye. I haven't really looked at the apartment much, so I spent the rest of the day investigating it and relaxing. I considered checking out some of the phone numbers already had left me, but I thought it would be better to keep my low profile for now. I found the kitchen fully stocked of plenty of groceries, though the variety was wasted on me. I hadn't been a particularly great cook in the first place, and what was more, I didn't even recognize some of the things I found there. Whatever they were, edibles that I had back home that I just did not know about, or something completely alien, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to take the risk of eating anything I didn't know. After all, it's possible that some of the cosmetics might be fine for them to eat, but still poisonous to us. I was still glad to find a shelf filled to the brim with a variety of books. While I found the subject matter of man, myth, or reality to be quite intriguing, I had to give up just after a few pages due to an exceptionally dry writing style, which I wasn't inclined to enjoy at the moment. In the end, I settled for an adventure novel about a dragon archaeologist who stumbles upon the remains of a long-lost human civilization, after which he is hunted by an evil organization who wants to use the found magical artifact for its own nefarious purposes. While entertaining, I had to admit that it reminded me too much of those trashy novels we had at home. I certainly found it amusing that certain tropes were not really unique to as a species, though I wondered whenever this kind of literature had fallen into disfavor here back home where I come from. I was reading in a particularly exciting scene in which the hero, Shirley-den, uses one of the magical artifacts shaped like a pair of human hands, holding a scepter with a globe at the top to prevent herself from being crushed and ground to a bloody pulp by an ancient human temple's moving walls, when I suddenly heard the doorbell ring. I swear to Jesus, if it says, "Do you want to skip this part?" I am going to throw my computer out the window. Okay, thank you. Hello there. Would you please sign here? Sure. Hi. I'm not signing away my rights with this, am I? I've got a letter for you that requires signature confirmation. I see. Looking over the clipboard the small drag was holding up to me, I saw that the sender of the letter in question was Riza. There you go. I'm Laura, by the way. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Hi. Wait, how did you... You were outside, right? How did you not notice how... If you were standing out... If Sebastian was outside, then how did he not see Lauren just coming by? Did he fall asleep or something? What is this about? I'm just making small talk. I told my name to a complete stranger, and I'm kind of on the clock. So wait a minute. I recognize you. You tried to do the same thing with Riza. Maybe I should report you to your supervisors for your inappropriate behavior towards your clients. But it's important. Please just let me talk to Fury-chan for a few minutes. You know how it is. If you want to interview with one of the humans, you'll have to get permission from the proper authorities. Help me out, Fury-chan. As an ambassador, you care about the accurate portrayal of humans in the media, don't you? I think we should start thinking about the proper portrayal of dragons in the media. Can we talk about that for a second? Then you should talk to me. Otherwise, someone else will fill in the blanks, and who knows what they'll come up with. Oh, yeah, believe me, they do. Let me show you something. The small dragon opened his bag, rummaging through a number of letters and small packages. Think I lost it. Anyways, I wanted to show you some pictures of what people think humans look like. On some of them, they have like 4 heads and look nothing like you. It's crazy. What are you, a reporter? No, I'm just... Do you want me to remove him? Yeah. No. Is what he's saying true? I have not done his path at all. I have not done his path at all. Wait, why am I here? That's not gonna... Oh. I also have the status screen. I don't really know if this is useful. Yeah, I guess. I see, that sounds pretty interesting though. Alright, you can leave your number here, or maybe I'll call you later, but that's all I can promise. Thank you so much! He quickly produced a small sheet of paper and scribbled his number onto it. Afterwards, he sheepishly presented it with both hands. Alright, you got what you wanted. Off you go now. He's cute. Sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I guess that should be all. I'll see you tomorrow then. Right. With all the commotion, I almost forgot that I was still holding Riza's letter. Within the plain envelope was a similarly plain sheet of paper with his handwriting. When I started reading, however, I saw that his wording was so full of pleasantries I knew that he hated that I assumed every word of it was fake to conceal its true intent. He didn't mention I know what to do, I was unsure of how I was supposed to decode the letter's secret message. I don't remember ever having a conversation about this topic with him, yet I still relied on me to figure out whatever that was missing. Or he thought I would just be able to figure it out on my own. This is what it said. Hello, my dear friend. I hope this letter reaches you swiftly and good condition. Unfortunately, we were not able to catch up earlier, so I wanted to write this letter. How have you been in the last few years? Wait, he's been gone for years? How long has this been in this place? What have you been doing? How's the family? I have family? I feel like there's so much we should talk about, since we have not been able to see each other much recently. At least we still have a chance to do this in this form. Quite an exciting adventure we are on now, right? How do you like it here so far? Made any dragon friends yet? Huh. Anyways, I'll be looking forward to your reply soon. Best regards, Riza. Okay. Various things came to mind. Only reading certain words or letters that one that I thought of immediately. I couldn't make out anything after trying to find a system within its array of letters and lines. Maybe I had to look more carefully. Yeah. Or maybe he referring to the fact that maybe we were both given an apartment. Considering the things they provided for us, maybe I just had to find the right object to decode the message. There were many everyday items here, though, and of course I still have no idea what in particular I was looking for. The bookshelf. Maybe he built a dungeon or something in my apartment. The bookshelf is stocked with quite a variety of books on different topics. Riza left me another message here at some point. I should have known that it was going to live here, so I suppose maybe it was possible he would have helped with the preparation to hit something for me to find. No, even after removing every single book from the shelf, there's no indicator of anything that will help me decode this message. But even if Riza did leave a hint, this could have been anyone in the apartment, and not just the bookshelf. Okay. Bathroom. This is nice. Look in the cabinet. No razors. There are some pain meds, though. Why would I look for razors? Take some. I'm not sure this is a good idea, but here we go. Consume. Okay. Again, alright. Feeling strange. Can't hurt because they're pain meds. Isn't this a thing people did on the internet where like they take pain meds and just like... Neat. How long was I gone? Why did I think eating a whole bottle of pain medication was going to help with my research? Okay, that didn't work. Go to the kitchen. Look in the pantry. There's some fruits and veggies here. What should I look at? Okay. Look at the fridge. Plenty of stuff here. Look at the meat, look at the milk. Examine an unlabeled container. It's an unlabeled container with some sort of light liquid inside. Well, here goes nothing. No, don't drink it! Don't drink it! Why would you ever do... Why would you ever drink some weird liquid you find in a... Okay. Why would you ever do that? Okay. What should I look at? A date. If I put it on the floor and step on it, what would happen? I'd be going on a date. But no, there's no hint here. Put a rib shot in there. What do I know about figs? Quite a bit, actually. Figs are ripe with history and still enjoy some cultural significance, especially in religious circles. For example, they are the leaves in which Adam and Eve covered themselves with in the Bibles, but I don't care! How do I know all this stuff? How? So, Daddy Grape finds his kid crying and asks, "What's wrong, kid?" But though all the tears, the kid couldn't get a single word out. Eventually, Daddy has had enough, so he says, "Stop what?" Nope, I won't say it. It wasn't even a good joke anyways. Okay. I have nothing more to say. There are two of them. What a nice I don't like this game. Wait, Remy's the one who put this together together, right? He knew what he was doing. Alright. Lemons, of course! Why didn't I realize it sooner? What, I don't have a pun about these? Come on, don't be so sour, Fury-chan. Haha, I made a pun. Give me 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Lemon juice is about the simplest way to write a hidden message using household items. You'll learn about that in chemistry. In the most boring detail, of course. A message written in lemon juice on paper becomes just about invisible to the naked eye when dried. But if you're heating it gently, oxidation occurs, making the message visible. I would try that, but I don't have... I don't have lemons. I was sitting next to him in class when we learned that. We made a joke about using the method sheet on the next test, and I replied by saying that he'd have to bring an iron. Had he really expected me to remember a random chemistry class that happened years ago? But then I did remember it after all. Meet me at the portal tonight, 10 p.m., was all the message said. I wasted a good amount of time, but I still had some time left before I had to go out and meet Riza, so I decided to make some lunch. Wait, wasn't I just unconscious? After I just decided to take, what did the achievement say? Take a dragon dose of medication. Afterwards, I resumed reading my book about... I want to apologize. I'm not good at reading. Unsurprisingly... What's happening?! What's happening?! What's happening?! Why did that happen? Oh my god, what's happening?! What's happening?! Okay. Unsurprisingly, it came to a happy end, with the evil organization stopping its tracks. At least for now. Not that the end was deliberately left open for an ambiguity, but when I turned the page and saw the advertisement for the next entry in its apparently long-running series of books, I realized all this had just been a ploy to set up the inevitable sequel. Luckily, the disappointment didn't last long as I had to get going to meet Riza at the portal. When I got outside, it didn't seem quite as dark as it was when I arrived yesterday. I might have had difficulties finding my way, but I could see the portal in the distance. This is really freaky. As I was walking, I wondered if anyone had followed me, but the land seemed utterly deserted. Was everyone already asleep? I'm usually up at like 10, so... Eventually, I arrived at my destination. Riza was already standing idly by the portal, his fidgeting making it obvious that he was waiting for me. I was already wondering if you get it at all. What did you expect? You don't like my bullshit a lot, do you? You don't like... just... yeah. What a wonderful night it is. To soak up with the stars. You can see it so clearly here. With all the pollution lingering in the air like back home, almost as if you're looking right into the face of eternity itself. For so long, humanity thought we'd find aliens out there. Yet after all these years, we found we were still alone in the universe. Turns out we were just not looking in the right place. What's going on, Riza? Why did you call me here, at this time? For one, because we're sending this generator home. Right, before I was sent here, they told me that they would limit the use as a portal because they couldn't afford to keep it open all the time. In order to keep in contact with us and to enable us to send things over to them, the portal would open for just a quarter of an hour each day. Sending something home wasn't really problematic for us, since the high energy expenditure associated with sending bigger objects only affected the sender, not the receiver. However, this also meant that until all business was included in regards to our trade with the PDAs and generators, we were basically stuck here. As for the other, do you know what this place is? You said something about trouble. How much danger are we in, really? More than enough. I'm afraid this whole place will be gone soon, and we better not be here when it happens. What are you talking about? Just spit it out already. I hoped you'd see it too, but it took me a while to understand, and I had a head start on you. In any case, while he was speaking, my gaze wandered and fixed on some movement nearby. It was hard to make out anything, but I imagine it just might have been the wind blowing through the nearby shrubbery, except for the fact there was no wind. I can't think of any joke. Riza, this might take us a while to explain, but we've got the whole night. Well, in about 1 hour, you're going to start to lose me because I get tired around that time, so you better talk quick. Riza, look. He turned around to face whatever I was seeing. He squinted hard before he called out, "You! How dare you even follow me here?" The disturbance came closer, until it became clear that it was Maverick, who had hidden nearby to listen to our conversation. Isn't he a big boy? Where would he hide? I know we're on a hill, but like, still. I knew you were up to no good. What were you talking about? What are you planning here? Some kind of attack? Yeah, sure. Wait a minute, there's no reason for it. Don't try to deny it. I heard you were talking in the cafe, and I saw the letter. You think I couldn't smell the lemon on it? Pathetic. You'll have to come with me to the police station. Now, both of you. I can't go back to jail! Come on, I think you're overreacting, but... Oh, Jesus, fuck! Riza, what are you doing? I forgot he did that. I forgot he freaking pulled that again. Come on, Riza, let's get out of here. Why am I laughing? In the dragon's side, you could see the wound where the bullet had penetrated his hide, a trickle of blood staining his dark scales in the earth beneath us. Riza used the opportunity to run off in some direction. I wasn't sure which. I frantically scanned my surroundings looking for Riza, though I had already vanished into the darkness. What was I supposed to do? Run away as well? Help Maverick? I was just a diplomat and I had no idea what was happening. Whee! Suddenly the dragon whipped around, hitting me in the guts with his thick tail. I was lifted out of the ground briefly before I felt the impact of my body hitting the ground hard enough that my vision blurred almost immediately. Oh god. Oh, don't worry, I probably couldn't even felt that. I took like 5 painkillers before this. A deafening roar battered my ears. Was this a cry for help? I could barely move, but I found it better not to try, as to not startle the wounded dragon more than it already was. It certainly would have ended badly for me if he tried anything. I heard him take a few unsure steps before he lay down on the ground, panting. I'm still watching you, you know, and you better not move. You're ungood. If I have to get up again and come after you in this condition, I promise you I won't be nice. Okay. I think I got a 2-minute head start before he gets up. Wait, he can fly, right? I don't. It took a few minutes of listening to his labored breathing before someone arrived. It was 2 dragons. The first I recognized as Sebastian. The other I didn't know. I heard Sebastian and Maverick exchange a few words when the stocky fellow approached me. Hey kid, you all right? I think I'm all right. As I said, I'm practically immune to pain for about 72 hours. Yeah. I'm Bryce, the chief of police in this town. Can you tell me what happened? Yeah, anybody, even people who not played this game, can probably just see his figure, his appearance, and just think, yeah, he's definitely like some kind of, I don't know, like a fireman or something. I don't know. Yeah. That's so. His face was stern and seemingly lost in thought as I heard Sebastian's conversation. Yeah, but you're the flyer on duty. You probably won't find him now. Not here in the darkness at any rate. Yeah, flyer. So I don't think we see him fly. So I wouldn't know. Well, that's just brilliant. What do you think, Chief? Bree-chan, can you walk? Yeah, I said I'm fine. Yeah. All right, Sebastian, take Bree-chan to the apartment. Get us some help here for Maverick, and then we'll look for Riza. Right on. Come on, Bree-chan, I'll help you up. I was still shaken up by the events I just witnessed when I arrived to my apartment. Not knowing anything better to do, I soon fell into a deep slumber. The next day, I woke with many questions lingering in my head. I considered calling someone from the police department to ask about... Wait, how would you call someone from the police department? Would you just call, I don't know, 911? Is that what they do here? And then just say, hey, can you put the really hot police chief on the phone? I want to know if my friends are okay. Hold on, I'm getting a text. I don't care about Cookie Run right now. Okay. But in the end, I decided against doing so, as I was sure they would contact me if I had anything to tell me. I knew it was no use worrying about it for now, so I started settling for another book. It didn't take very long, though, before the doorbell rang. And, oh! Did Bryce, the chief of police, take it upon himself to escort me today? No, I think that's beyond his pay grade. Oh, it's you again. Are you surprised? No, but I guess it means bad news. Afraid so. How are you holding up? Better than yesterday, that's for sure. Let's go for a walk then, shall we? Sure. This time, I was taking along a different route than yesterday, and I was quite sure there was more to this than just taking a walk. I'll just go on ahead and guess you didn't find Riza. Yeah, we hoped he would have come back on his own by now. Do you have any idea where he might be? Maybe he mentioned some sort of place in particular that holds some meaning to him? Oh yeah, by the way, he's dead. No, not really. We didn't get a chance to talk much at all yesterday, before. There's that too. I have no idea why Riza would have just done anything like that. I had the impression that they were very fond of each other, but like this? How is he, by the way? Oh, Maverick's doing just fine. There's plenty of blame to go around. Yo, You're right, they didn't particularly like each other. In his statement, Maverick said he suspected Riza of planning some sort of attack. Do you know anything about this? No. He only told me that something was going to happen, not that he was planning anything. I always thought that was the impression I got. He's suspecting you too, by the way, that you both planned this all from the very beginning. Oh yeah, blame the human! No, that wouldn't make any sense. Actually, none of this is making any sense. Why would we go through all the lengths of our agreement only to jeopardize it by doing something like this? You even have our PDAs and we don't have anything to show for it yet. If we have any nefarious plans, this wouldn't be a very good idea. You have a good point. I believe you. But from our side, we only have Maverick's word on the whole matter. After all, he was the one who spent most time with Riza when he arrived here. But even then, he didn't really have any reason to follow you yesterday, and his behavior was completely out of line. I'm just glad you came out fine. If he wasn't on mandatory sick leave, he would have been suspended right now. We'll have to wait until this whole thing is over before we decide what to do with him. I can assure you this won't be taken lightly. Where I come from, this is an act of diplomat could be classified as an act of war, punishable by death. Sure. But they just both acted in the heat of the moment. Yeah, that's definitely something one does in the heat of the moment. Maybe. We still got quite a lot on our hands now, though. We have a wounded dragon and a missing human. This could lead to a diplomatic crisis. Maybe Riza will show up soon and we can get all this behind us. I don't think so. Even if he did show up, everything wouldn't just be hunky-dory after that. I hope so, too. I really want to jeopardize everything over this unfortunate incident. Yeah, how about we just keep quiet about this whole thing for now? After all, I don't think any of us want our people panicking about this already, right? I'm really not in agreement. Oh, where are we? Oh, I forgot we were doing something. Eventually, we arrived at the police station, where the chief took my formal statement in regards to yesterday's events. He asked me about Riza and Maverick, too. Not that I knew much about anything that preceded yesterday's events, other than the mysterious catastrophe Riza had mentioned. Afterwards, he thanked me and left to file a statement while I sat by this table, waiting and listening to the going-ons of the small, provincial town police department. When he returned, he was approached by someone who seemed to have urgent news. A lot of talking between the two ensued, and that I couldn't make out from my position. This went on for a bit, until Bryce returned to me. Afraid I have more bad news for you. Riza has now officially become a murder suspect.
A body has been discovered!
Okay. Murder? We're heading to the crime scene. We'd hope you come with us. Me? A crime scene? I don't know that much about forensics. It's just that you're the only link to Riza we have. Consider what he said would happen to us. It's in all of our interest that we find him as soon as possible. And if he has done anything to do with it, you might be able to help us find him. Your cooperation would certainly be appreciated, and it would be a nice gesture to show us that you're trustworthy in the eyes of those who might think otherwise after what happened yesterday. Will you help us? I respectfully decline. I implore you to reconsider. Wait. Okay. Sure. I suppose I'll just have to keep asking you until you change your mind. Okay. Most games just, like, force you to pick it without a second thought. But no, not this game. Bryce will just keep pestering you until you... I'm just gonna keep... I suppose I don't really have a choice here, but you're right. We gotta find Riza, and if that's what it takes, then I'll do it. Very well. Let us go then. Sorry it took a while. We got into a little bit of an argument. On our way to the crime scene, he tried to prepare me for what might come. I had studied biology, so I was familiar with the sight of dead animals. Asking myself how similar this would be, I wondered if my reaction would be any different if it wasn't a dragon, but a human corpse I would be seeing. When we arrived, we were met by Sebastian, who gave us an overview of the whole situation. This morning, the victim was found by a delivery flyer for the restaurant. Blood loss from multiple wounds was likely the cause of death. Forensics were already here, so feel free to poke around. A few paces in front of us, the unfortunate victim lay on the ground, covered by a sheet that concealed the body, but not the large blood stain underneath. We approached while Sebastian went off to detour any curious onlookers. I know it won't be pretty, and I'm sorry for putting you through this, but you know what's at stake here. Just remember what I told you, and you should be fine. What did you tell me? Alright. Are you ready? Just do it. What do you think? What do you think? What do you want me to say? Oh, I could have killed him differently. Well, he's definitely dead. Our protagonist, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, rip. Let's just say this will be your test. And tell me what you can deduce from this you see. Give it your best shot. Let's see. 2 wings, 2 legs, just like the waitress at the cafe. What as big as a human. Lengthwise, not slightly taller. The wingspan would certainly look impressive at that size. The wounds are kind of hard to miss. True, but what are they talking? Why are you asking me these questions? I'm not a police officer. I'm not a police officer. Okay. Inflicted with a sharp instrument. They were clean cuts, like from a knife or another sharp instrument. That is true, but why does this matter? Okay, that's kind of a curveball. It's been a while since I've done this, so, I don't actually remember what the correct answers are. And I'm not going to look up any walkthroughs. I'm not doing any walkthroughs. This is a completely walkthrough-free game playthrough. It couldn't have been Riza. Could only have been some with hands. It actually doesn't tell us that this was suicide. Dragons don't use knives. Dragons don't use knives. Actually, we do. Mostly by those who have proper hands to use them, but still. It could only have been someone with hands. That's right, only those who walk on... walk on 2 hands could have the proper dexterity to wield a knife efficiently. Most other dragons would probably just bite instead. Of course, this rules out most of the bigger dragons and flyers. Then, Riza still has his... what was it called again? You mean his gun? Yeah. If it was him, why would he kill someone with a gun rather than just use his gun? He doesn't want to make any noise. He did not want to make any noise. After all, he ran away from Maverick trying to hide from the police. Something as odd as gunshot would have easily given away this position and alerted others in the area. Right. That could be a good reason. By the way, which one do you think was the lethal one? Are you blind, Bryce? I think it was the one on his neck. That's right. If all the blood wasn't a giveaway, that is a stab wound, characterized with a small footprint. You can tell it's also the deepest one. And from the location, it's pretty obvious that must have been done tremendous damage. What else do you see? Well, there's a lot of blood. The blood splatter suggests that this isn't blood. He was dragged here after he died. He died here. He died here. Also would have been a trail we could follow. The splatters also suggest this is where they fought. That's true. Unfortunately, it doesn't help with determining who the purchaser is. Well, what do you want me to say? Wait, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong!
Wait, he said objection. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Sorry. Excuse me? Sorry, I just kind of always wanted to say that. Go on, please. What about the blood in his muzzle? You tell me. I'm not the police officer here! Jesus Christ, Bryce. Do your job! He fought back. It might be the perpetrator's blood. Yes, that is true. I expect forensics already took a sample of it, so it may actually help us determine who the perpetrator is. I think that's just about everything. The killer is you! No, it's not. No, it's not you. You didn't kill anybody.
No!
Right? Yeah, Bryce killed somebody. He definitely killed somebody. Okay. You know what, kid? I'm impressed. Maybe we should have you around more often. As long as they're getting paid. Hi. Hey, Chief, do you still need the witness here for anything? I'll be the witness. Sebastian approached for the dragon who had discovered the body earlier. I recognized her as Andine, the waitress from the cafe. She seemed distraught, which, given the situation, wasn't very surprising. I don't think so. Take her to the apartment, get her statement written up, and that should be it. Sure thing. Aw, poor baby. Alright, miss, we're gonna take you to the apartment. Of course. When she spotted me, however, her composure brightened visibly. Oh, it's the human! Well, I'm a human. I feel like I know somebody who would say that. Well, I call you by your name, but you actually never told me it. It's Fairy-chan. You know, the character's name wasn't actually supposed to be Fairy-chan. I honestly did that as a joke. But then I just ended up kind of going off of that, and it just became a thing for me. And eventually, just the character Fairy-chan just held some value to me, sentimentally, while I played this game. I actually surprisingly, I've never used him in any of my stories. Maybe I should do that at some point, you never know. What are you even doing here? Do you work for our police now? No, it's just a hobby. I'm also a doctor. I'm a firefighter, and I'm also the neighborhood weirdo, and I live in your bushes. Oh, you. By the way, I didn't know you did deliveries. I do a little bit of everything, really. That's nice. I loved my scrambled eggs yesterday. If you like it so much, why don't you take our number? We can deliver something to you next time if you don't want to come in. Thanks. Oh, right. Sorry, I guess you should be going. Bye. Bye. Oh, okay. What do we do now? I suppose we'll head off to... Oh, no. What is it? It's you! We've got a violent homicide, of course. Nobody from the department tells me. I have to find out from a neighbor who wanted to ask me about it. Good rumors travel fast, eh? Of course nobody told you. You're on sick leave. Be sick! Be sick! I'm not here on any official capacity, you see. I'm merely enjoying a creative walk in fresh air and happened to come across you by accident. What do you want? I don't want anything. I just find it interesting that nobody tells me about this, but the prime suspect's buddy can mess with the investigation. I see how it is. Oh, you, don't be such a... fuck. I know what you are thinking, but don't jump to the conclusions here. I don't need to jump to conclusions. I think the dead body we found says it all. You really have an attitude problem, you know? If you weren't on sick leave, you'd be suspended right now for attacking Fairy-chan yesterday. Do you even have any idea what kind of repercussions this can have in this all? And then Fairy-chan's in the back going, ooh. Me attack Fairy-chan? As far as I can see, I'm the only one who's injured here. Besides, I'm so sorry for apparently being the only one here who's doing his damn job.
Leave me!
Oh shit, that's
my
not
laptop died, and I didn't get a chance to plug it in right away. I don't know why I'm using my laptop. It's because wait a second. Why is the audio crap?
Okay, I'm sorry. I think you should be able to hear me now. Okay, anyways, I'm not using my main computer because it's loud inside. You know how it is with other people. And so I'm using my laptop, and my laptop died. And it's been in like almost an hour. Actually, probably not that. And for some reason, despite my fear, the game still saved. I don't know why I didn't save it. I just kind of saved the recording. But I'm glad the recording saved. Anyways, everything aside, let's continue. Right. Let's just all sit by idly while the subject's on the loose and planning his next move. You know, whatever it was Riza was talking about, he's going to tell me just before he showed up yesterday. I don't need to hear from you, of all people, belittling me about this. What's your problem? If anything, I want to find her just as much as you do. Don't compare yourself to me. Your words mean nothing. Enough. You shouldn't even be here, so you better go now and get some rest before I take disciplinary action. Fine, but when we find him, you'll see I was right. If I have to prove it myself, so be it. Bye. Can he even do his own investigation like that? As long as he doesn't interfere with us, we can't really stop him from doing things in his own free time. I see. I suspect he won't adhere to the standards of performing an unbiased investigation, though. He's already made up his mind. It's clear to me he won't be looking for facts, just for evidence to support his own view in order to prove it for us or himself. Who knows? He's always been like that. Always something to prove. We'll have to be careful. He'll be looking for Riza soon enough. Let's hope we find Riza before he does. Yeah. Don't Riza. Don't Riza. Don't worry. Riza will turn up eventually. I sure hope so. All things considered, I have to admit that it remaining a possibility that Maverick was right. But could the Riza I know really be a murderer? You know what? If you think of something that might help us with the investigation or need anything else, just call me. I will. Well, I think we're done here. Let's go. Please let me back to the apartment. I guess there wasn't much for me to do in the meantime, so I spared the more arduous parts of the investigation. Maybe I should been glad about this. Then I had an afternoon to fill. And now the part you've all been waiting for, the dates! Well, there's only one, so we gotta pick. Who are we going to date? I want to go with Remy. However, I do want to go with Bryce. And I'm going to save here, just in case something happens. I want to go with Anna, too. I know how to solve this. Hey, Siri, flip a coin. Actually, you know what? Screw Siri. If Siri's going to be a piece of shit, then I'll be a piece of shit, too. Call the female human.
Calling the female human well.
Hello?
Cass,
What?
I have a problem. Can you give me a hand?
What's the problem?
I'm playing Angels of Scaly Wings, and I don't know who I'm going to start with. What character should I start with?
Okay, so you know my opinion on it is always gonna be Remy.
Okay.
Remy's the best boy. We know this.
Yes.
You're doing the videos where you're replaying through it again, aren't you?
Yeah. And I'm also I have you on speaker right now. This is being picked up right now.
Oh, that's okay. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so that's my opinion on it, but
Alright.
you know, there's a bunch of other ones too.
Alright, I'm going with Remy.
Okay, say hi to Best Boy.
Alright, bye.
Bye, love you.
Okay. Alright, you heard the man. We're going with Remy. He told me to meet him at the lobby, but nobody's here. Maybe I should look for him. He can't be too far after all. So it turns out you've seen this before. Either watch this again, or... No, I don't want to go to the end of the scene, and I just... Okay. No! Ah! No, don't skip ahead. It was quite a spacious building, with many bookcases on multiple floors. From the looks of it, it seemed to be as much as an archive as it was a library. The immaculate order permitting the chamber. It was the kind of place I could see myself getting lost in for an afternoon or two, thumbing through all the interesting books it could offer me. I was looking around in wonder when suddenly a voice penetrated the silence. Remy! Couldn't see who the voice belonged to, but it came from the more private area in the back. It was followed by footsteps that approached it. Oh, you're still here? Of course I am still here. I have business to attend to. Certainly, I was just assumed to be done by now, Emira. Guess your assumption is wrong then. Be a good boy and bring me some coffee, will you? Of course, Emira. I heard some more movement, though. I could not see the two who spoke behind all the bookcases. I assumed the area was off limit to a visitor like myself and decided to wait. Here you go. Now let me read in peace, you silly boy. Should I be giving her a voice? I've always imagined Emma just kind of have a British accent. I don't know why. We're gonna give her a British accent now. Of course. I heard him walk towards my direction until he emerged from behind a bookcase and spotted me. Oh, hello, Fury-chan. I didn't expect you so soon. Okay. So, in order to get the good ending, we have to increase their status to something, to good or something. So, let's not screw this up. Let's make a good impression on him and not do anything stupid. Now, this isn't Hoonie Pop, and I've been playing a lot of that recently, so I can't match any things. I gotta click on things. So, let's be a good clicker. I have over 100 hours on Cookie Clicker, so that should be no sweat. Now I gotta do something I'm not very good at. Not saying stupid things. Better safe than sorry. No, I get anything better do. Better safe than sorry. Well, I'm glad to see you again, at any rate. He's a little bow tie, little face. He's so cute. I would hug him. 10 out of 10 would hug. Who was that back there? I guess you heard that, didn't you? That was my superior. She's the Minister of Culture and Arts, which means I'm technically in her employment. So generally speaking, work for the council at large, not just her. So this is where you work, huh? Most of the time, yes. He's so cute! Why is he so freaking adorable? I guess that makes you a librarian, I suppose. There's a little more to it than that. I'm not just in charge of the books. I'm a scholar and study them too. That's so adorable! Why is he so cute? For example, if the council requests knowledge on certain topics, like facts, statistics, or other information of interest, it is part of my job to research it and present it to them in an appropriate manner. Just thinking about it. Guess you came to the right place then. I'm honestly just saying all the stuff I know he wants to hear. Anyways, was there a particular reason why you wanted to meet me? 'Cause you're just too damn cute, that's why! You are freaking adorable! Love me, Remy! Oh, shoot. I was interested in what you said the other day. You have myth about humans? Oh, right. I still have work to do, but I could show you something afterwards. Either way, now that you're here, you can help me with something. I've got some books that need to be sorted over there. If I say this, are you gonna pester me? Well, I'll just have to keep asking you until you say yeah. Alright. Oh no, the arrangement you see in this library is based on a sophisticated system that sorts everything in a very intuitive manner based on the number of criteria. Genre, author, complexity, and age. As you can probably tell, we have lots of specimens, so just sorting them by alphabet will be far from efficient. That sounds very interesting. It is. Basically, these 8 books that you see over here were part of a section that moved, so they had to be moved to their new area. The problem is that their labels are so old they started to fade away, which makes sorting them a little harder. They will get new labels soon, but until then, let's just make do with what we have here. All of them are by Akil, a writer on the subject of history, and a very prolific one, I might add. You will find the shelf that belong to over there. Now, it is just a matter of placing them in the right order, from oldest to newest. I've written everything down still legible from the labels here. For someone like you, putting them in order shouldn't be a problem. In any case, I'll be working on something else in the meantime, so just let me know once you're done. Alright, let's do this. Hints. The Third War is directly preceded by the Spark. The First War is directly preceded by the Inception. The Invention is not the third, the seventh, or the last book. The Second War is the fourth book. There's only one book before the First War. The Enlightenment comes some point after the Third War. That's a lot to take in. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Okay, I think I know how to do this, but the first book is, okay, so I have it on my phone. The First War is preceded by the Spark, so show more books. think that's it. Sorry to disappoint you. There's only 2 books are in the right place. Oh, what do you... Let me try again. I don't... Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna figure this out, okay? I don't care if it takes me all day or all night. I'm gonna figure this thing out without a walkthrough. Starting now! I am sorry, Remy. I am sorry. I won't ever do that again. I promise I won't do any of that again. I will redeem it by giving you a kiss on your snoot. Wait. I will purge my mistake by giving you a kiss on your snoot. Seems you got everything right. Well done, Fury-chan. Thank you. I don't want to cheat because that's no fun. But those kinds of puzzles, I can't do logic puzzles. Those kinds of puzzles that like in that whatever the heck those kinds of brain teasers are, I just can't do those. Those are ones I've never been able to figure out. In any case, there's a box here that belongs in storage. You can put that away. I'll finish the last bit of sorting and then we'll be done for the day. Sure. Great. See you in a bit then. Bye. Phew, that was heavier than I thought. I lifted the box and carried it towards its shelf. But just as I was about to reach it, I tripped suddenly, and the garage door behind me opened, and sending me to the ground as the contents of the box slipped across the floor. What did I drop? A bunch of Legos? I scrambled to gather the various items as the voice of the dragon called out to me. Is everything alright? Before I could answer, Remy came out around the corner, his face bearing a look of disapproval. He stooped over and helped me pick up the spilled objects. Yeah, I'm fine. I was mainly asking about the priceless artifacts you just dropped. Make fun of him caring so much about books and scrolls. Shouldn't have asked me for help to worry about the kitchen things. Well, it doesn't look like anything is broken. That could have ended up much worse. And it's coming out of your paycheck, Remy. What is all this stuff anyways? In preparation for your arrival, I wanted to study what knowledge we had on humans. And what did you learn? Not to trust humans with priceless artifacts. Not much. The human is a creature shrouded in mystery and legend, yet one we apparently share the same history with. Sure, dragon, tell me I'm the mythical creature. Yeah, we're not. Yeah. As the story goes, we dragons were once a primitive and savage civilization, living in caves and whatnot. We fought other creatures and amongst each other for resources and territory. One day, however, a human arrived who performed many miracles and gave us the gift of electricity and reason. We refer to this event as our awakening. What happened to them, and who were they anyway? They say it was a divine creature, a supernatural being that saved our species by making peace between our clans and uniting us, as our numbers were dwindling from our pointless conflicts. And when the deed was done, they ascended from the heavens to where they came, or turned into a dragon and lived among us, ruling with kindness and wisdom until their eventual passing, depending on who you ask. What do you make of this story? As unlikely as it sounds, there is evidence for some preceding technological advancements in our timeline. We have artifacts from that time that couldn't have been built with the knowledge we had back then. I'm starting to think you already have a theory. Indeed, I take it you are familiar with the way the portals through the way you travel to actually work? Not very. It's simple, really. There are spontaneous wormholes that pop into existence now and then, but their highly unstable nature means that they are instantly collapsed in on themselves. The machinery of the portal merely stabilizes the wormhole so that we may utilize it. We actually were just taking advantage of a naturally occurring phenomenon. That's pretty cool. Long story short, my theory is that this legendary person stumbled upon one of those natural wormholes in the split second it existed, bringing them into our world. Being thrust into an unfamiliar world, no means to return to their own. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or just the right one, if you ask me. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here today. Or what would I give to know about them? How do you know so much about the portal anyways? We found it a while ago, so we've had time to study it. Not me personally, mind you, but I followed its developments with great interest. What else have you discovered about it? Not much, I'm afraid. We didn't want to take the risk of permanent damage, so we won't do anything rash until we completely understand the technology and can replicate it for ourselves. So far, the only thing it has done for us was locating your portal and connecting us to it. From the interface, it appears to have more functions, but we haven't been able to get any of them to work. We were not even sure what it was capable of until we initially turned it on. Only after some time of being active did we actually find your portal, and then we were able to make the connection. Making the discovery must have been very exciting, especially when you made contact with us and started exchanging letters with us. Oh, you have no idea, especially when Rita arrived and he turned out to be a human, of all things. The people still worship them, you know. You mentioned that before. How does that work? Do you have some kind of organized religion based around it? Not exactly. It's more of an endowment on a personal level. I count myself amongst them if it wasn't for the fact I consider myself to have a more reasonable approach to it than others. For example, there are those who believe that there is much more to your sudden appearance than it really is. I think they expect some sort of miracle from you, similar to what was described as humans in the past. Maybe you should worship me. That's what I expected. Either way, as a scholar, I'm looking forward to seeing everything your PDAs have to offer. I could show you sometime. I see. Well, don't worry about explaining them to me. I'm sure you have much more important things to do while you're here. It is a question of time until one of them ends up with me anyways. Actually, the PDA is one of the reasons I volunteered to come here. What do you mean? I know them pretty enough to explain how they work, at least. Of course, that's far from the reason. I just thought I'd be the kind of person who meet all the requirements, and it turned out I was. I see. It was nice for you to volunteer when you must have known that there were considerable risks in coming here. You volunteered as well to come here to meet me, didn't you? I wouldn't think this kind of thing would fall into your jurisdiction regularly. That is true, but by this point, my interest in these matters shouldn't surprise you. I was more surprised that I arrived under the cover of darkness to meet an ambassador, though I haven't seen much of you since. Initially, they wanted to have an official reception headed by myself. In the end, they changed their minds due to security concerns, as I told you back then, as well as why I'm also being escorted by the police all the time. Yeah, that was supposed to be my job too, until someone from the police department objected and advocated for more security. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Let me guess, that someone was Maverick. How did you know that? Just a hunch. At least I still got to meet you. Were you nervous when you did? Only the brave or foolish wouldn't be. I don't consider myself either. No, it was just scientific curiosity. You know what they say about curiosity in cats? I'm afraid I don't. There was a moment of silence between us and our eyes briefly met, when suddenly a loud call echoed throughout the building. Remy! I better go and see what this is about. Maybe it would be better if you didn't stay out in the open. At the end of the hallway, you can find my office towards the right. Wait for me there. Alright. I want to give him a hug. I'm gonna stop just being so weird. So this is your office, Remy. Okay. It's just a mirror. Nothing special about it. Drink his coffee. Look at his notebook. Rummage through his trash. Nothing happened? What do you expect to happen? Let's wait some more. Nothing happened. Alright, this is long enough. Alright. Look at his computer. Let's see what juicy secrets Remy is hiding in this little laptop. Wonder if their computer is similar to ours. Let's see. At the press of a button, the screen came to life, accompanied by the whirl of the machine. After a few seconds, colorful images appeared on the screen. Oh. Oh god. Okay, I'm just gonna save. Ever since my computer died, I'm now paranoid. I mean, it's plugged in, but still, I'm still kind of paranoid. Oh shoot, I forgot, I just completely overwrited the... Oh well. Have you come here to beg for mercy? Oh shoot. No, Aliala. We've come to stop you. Your reign of terror over the land of Marma is over. You're outnumbered. Just give up and we can end this without bloodshed. The area is teeming with my soldiers, outnumbered by thousands to one. But I don't even need them. Who knows? If you survive long enough, you might just see why I'm called Ayala the Ascended. Calm down, Edith. Focus. These are just recolors of all the characters. Why do we keep opening the menu? I'm sorry it has come to this, but this ends now. Ronan, get them. This is just some rip-off Pokemon, isn't it? Oh, shoot, what happened? Yeah, this is... Ronan invokes cosmic horror. Oh god. Oh. Shit. Oh, okay. What the... Mine does that all the time. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, Remy! Nothing. Oh no, let me take a look. Why did you even touch the computer? I'm sorry. Oh. Well, whatever you did, at least it seems to be okay. Oh no, my game! What's wrong? When you touched the computer, you saw a game running, right? Yeah, I played a little. I had it saved specifically at that moment to play it later. Now it's all gone. What do you mean it's all gone? Well, I say these just happened now, except when the computer died, for some reason, the game didn't close with it. So much preparation, so many hours spent grinding just to get there. I can't do all of that again. You wouldn't understand. I do. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Why do these games do just feel so bad? Okay. Nope, shoot. Actually, I do. You do? Yeah, we also have similar games where I come from. Let's see. Well, at least my office is still standing. What did you expect me to do? Set it on fire? Speaking of which, what's with the bed? Looks like you live here. When I have to work late, it's just easier to stay here. Besides, I have the knowledge of the whole library at my fingertips and can use the resources and equipment as I please. Like this computer. Don't you have one at home? No, we generally don't have this kind of technology in every household. Though it's not exactly rare either. We just use it when we need it. Back home, we have computers everywhere. Most of us even carried one on our wrist wherever we went. Is that so? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that means the library will be closing pretty soon. If you want to do or ask anything in particular, now is the time. Are you available? Can't think of it. There's a lot we could get into, but I'm afraid we don't have enough time now. Maybe another day. Anyways, thank you for your help. I'll invite you to my place for dinner, sometime to repay you. Oh no, that's not necessary. I enjoyed my time here. I insist. Then let's do it! Alright, I already have your number, and you probably have mine as well. I do. Great. Call me when it's convenient for you. I will. Good night, Fury-chan. Good night. I wonder whatever the dragon was being nice or just didn't want to feel indebted to me after I helped him. In any case, the time I spent in the library has been enjoyable, and I was looking forward to seeing him again. Though I wondered about his insistence on inviting me to his home. Had I just been asked out by a dragon? Hell yeah, I have. I was going to find out soon enough. Okay, so I have more free time, but I don't want to... I can meet with Sebastian. Let's do it! Let's do it! Let's freaking do it! Oh, jeez. Hey, Sebastian, this is Fury-chan. Huh, he just hung up. I came right over. You're still here? I'm still on the clock, you know. So it turns out you've seen this before. No, don't skip ahead. As you wish. Huh. I'm glad you take my security so seriously. Just doing my job, sir. I appreciate it. Anyway, do you need anything? It's pretty boring to spend all day on my own. Don't really know anyone here yet. So I don't know where I can go or do anything for fun. If it were earlier, I'd show you around town giving a tour. It's getting dark outside, and I think most places are closed by now. Let me think. Do you like being outdoors? Yeah. Oh, me too. What do you think about camping? You want to get camping right now? Well, it may not be the best idea, but I'm sure there's much else we can do at this time. Would it be okay for us to just go outside? Would it even be okay for us to just go outside? I'm supposed to be guarding you, you know. Technically, I'm still on the clock, but camping would be much more fun than just stay inside and me guarding at your door. Don't you think? Besides, I'm supposed to accompany you wherever you go. You're not our prisoner, so of course you're free to go wherever you want. If you wanted to spend a night outside and experience the countryside, not only could I not stop you, but I'd be obligated to come with you. So what do you say? Sure, let's do it. Sure, let me just grab a few things. Wait, okay. Oh, this is nice. Oh, here we are. I'm surprised we got a spot this late after what you told me. With a member of the police force and someone who is important as you are, it's not really surprising. You probably regard it as an honor to be hosting us. So this is it? No tent or anything? Oh, tent camping would have been much more complicated to set up in the last minute. Is there any other form of camping? What you're seeing here is cave camping. Essentially, they're run like hostels, but you sleep in caves like this one. Well, at least we got some furnishing. You could use a few sleeping bags, though. If you want a comfy bed, you could stay in your room. This here is the real deal. Sounds great. Yep, just us and nature itself. We even have some natural lighting here. So much for the real deal. Could just sit in the dark if you prefer that. No, I think this will do. Have you ever gone camping before? Why is this so romantic? Can we this is a this is a first. Let's make it a good one then. You know, I was kind of nervous when I met you the first time. I noticed. I could tell. It's quite a thing to hear that humans are going to visit our world. But when I met you and you turned out to be you were just like an ordinary person, it really threw me off. You didn't meet Riza before? Actually, no. Everything about your visit was clouded in secrecy, so I didn't get to hear much about Riza from Maverick before I met you. I see. So are you the one who are you one of those who expect me to act a certain way because I'm human? Actually, that didn't have much to do with it. Any high-profile guest would have made me nervous, especially if I was in charge of keeping them safe. I would also happen to be the newest guy on the force, so I don't exactly want to turn this into a career ender right here. Thank you. I'll do my best. I'm sure of it. How long have you been on the force? They didn't assign the rookie to me, did they? Just because I'm the newest guy doesn't mean I'm a rookie. It's been a few years now. What does that mean? You don't get many new recruits? Not here, at the very least. This is just a small town, so we don't really need them that often. I got lucky when I got this position because I figured there'd be more competition from the locals. Locals, don't you live here? I live here now. I actually grew up in a small farming village that mostly consisted of runners like me. Runners? Well, that's just what we call our species sometimes. We got pretty powerful legs. I can see that. Are there many villages where the inhabitants are mostly of the same species? For sure. It's mostly smaller ones, though, because the bigger they get, the more variety you'll find. I see. I only have my hometown to compare. From what I've heard, there are other villages that are fairly similar. They can only survive like that if they lead much more simpler lives, or if they focus on a certain industry that species is good at. So your species is good at farming? Better than the Earth Dragons, at least, even though they come in handy pulling the plows. Why'd you decide to become a police officer? I just want to see what's out there beyond our vegetable fields. And if whatever it was, or whatever was there like in the stories I've heard. Is it? Oh yes, it's been great. Now you mention it, I don't really know much about this town either. Well, would you like to know? They're a friendly bunch, for the most part. Of course, I'd also met some unpleasant fellows in my line of work. I remember. But luckily, those seemed to be the minority. We're also a bit of culture shock when I initially came here with different species living here together, but my police training took care of that. What's it like to work with Bryce? It's like having so many different species on the force. Compared to my hometown, it's been quite an interesting change. On one hand, you got all kinds of different people with all kinds of different strengths, abilities, and backgrounds that can make your work so much easier. On the other hand, it also creates all kinds of new problems that I never would have expected. I won't forget the first time I followed a shoplifter who also happened to be a flyer. What's it like to work with Bryce? He kinda took me under his wing when I came here, and I've been working with him ever since. Pun not intended. I found it a bit weird that the big shot himself decided to show the country bumpkin the ropes, though. I thought he saw it as a challenge or that he wanted to scare me away, but honestly, he's been great. Everyone here trusts him a lot. The land? Well, I hear they have fertile soil, not as fertile as my hometown, though. I was talking more if they have any sorts of industry. Oh, I see. This town is actually quite unique, because even though it's fairly small, it has some production facility. With that, we basically have our own full production chain. So your one factory is everyone's pride and joy here. No way, yes. Makes us fairly independent and keeps everything local. Secrets? The town doesn't really have any secrets. Not that I know of, at the very least. Maybe you just don't belong in the inner circle yet. I think as a member of the police force, I get to see everything there is to see. Either way, I don't really think there's anything that special about our town. Hey, I'm not the only one who's been new here. What are your impressions? Good, bad, ugly? It's been fun so far. Fun? I was not expecting to hear you say if we showed you a corpse on your first day. Hey, if Bryce said that it had to be done, then it's part of the job. I'm not sure it was a good idea by Bryce to take you to the crime scene, though I know he's a hands-on guy. That really was a bit too much. Pun not intended. If you need my help, I'm glad to give it. Fostering goodwill and all that. But at least you don't seem to be traumatized from the experience. Anyway, how about some fun? What kind of fun are you talking about? About some playing cards. A staple for any camping trip. I am being called. That was my mom. She finally answered. But I don't need her anymore. Back to Sebastian. I see. What are we playing? Just a little card game called Bastion Breach. Ever heard of it? Can't say I have. We often play it in the break room to pass the time. It's good fun, though things can get quite heated sometimes. Let me go over the rules. Sure. Okay. I played this with a walkthrough. So I'm gonna get this achievement right here properly this time, with no achievement. I mean, no walkthrough. As you can see, each of us starts with all cards of a given suit in their hands. Your diamonds and I'll be hearts. Okay. You got my heart already. Core. We see in the center is the middle row, which is a line of shuffled cards from another suit. This way, each game is going to be unique since the middle row always changes between games. Now this is how the game works. We'll play around for each card in the middle row, starting with the one you see on your very left. During each round, we both decide which card to play and they put it face down like this. Once we have played a card, we flip it over. The highest card wins the round, and whoever played it gets the point. Okay. Very straightforward. To clarify, 2 is the lowest card, as the king is the highest. The ace is a special card and beats every face card, but loses against any number card. Okay. Now the card from the middle row also counts, so it's possible that neither of us will get a point for this round. If there's a tie, no clear winner between the 3 cards, the middle row will be okay. At the end, the player with the most points wins the game. Did you get all that? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say it. So this game is about bluffing or mind games, so we can always see what cards have been played, so each of us knows exactly where the players have left. Bullshit! I can't see your faces. Oh, wait. Alright, you ready? Sure. Don't worry, I'll go easy on you. I wish it was like a difficulty. Take all the time you need to make your selection. Okay. 5 for the first card makes for an interesting start. You could try to surpass it and play something higher. But if I'm going to do the same, you don't know how high I would go to beat the 5. Your higher card as well. Eternally, you can count on me for to beat it. Okay, that's making me waste my time. What's it going to be for your chance? Jump! Okay, Okay, so if I completely skimmed over that, so I'm gonna make like Andine and wing it. So, what is it gonna be? I'm gonna save here, just in case. Okay. I'm gonna go with... I'm gonna go with 4. Okay. Oh. I definitely should have read the instructions. I did not bother to read them. Yeah, he's gonna play a higher card. Yeah, he played a higher card. I knew it. I knew he was gonna play a higher card there. I can play this in Tabletop Simulator. I'm gonna do that sometime. I'm gonna go put this in Tabletop Simulator and I'm gonna say, yo, Kaz, play this with me. I'm better at this game than you. In fact, anybody, add me on Steam. I'm gonna put my Steam in the in the link in the description. Add me there, and we can play Bastion's Breach on a tabletop. I'll freaking kick your ass, and we can do it with money too. I need to pay for commissions. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Don't worry, you can still win. I'm gonna play 9. He's gonna play a 10, isn't he? Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to win this, aren't I? Okay. I'm gonna play my ace. It's not looking too great for you. No. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, this game's pretty much so. Or shut up. Yeah, I know. I guess I can't help it. I'm just that good. Maybe someone to play this for the first time ever. Congratulations. Don't be a poor sport about it now. Maybe I'll win some next time. There ever is such a thing. I'll just put these away. No rematch? Maybe some other time. It's getting kind of late now. If you say so. Hey, maybe next time you could teach me a human card game. I don't know any card games. I'm really good at blackjack, though. Sure. Maybe we should get some sleep now. Manager will be just as busy tomorrow as it was today. Let's not forget I have to get up early to report about all this. So how do you like your bed of rocks? It's alright. Well then, have a good night. Good night, Sebastian. Yes, I know. I've seen this before. I don't care. I do not care in the slightest that I have seen this before. Well, that's gonna be it for me today. I did not want this episode to be that long. Shut up, phone! I did not want this episode to be that long. I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out a good balance between a video that's long enough to not have like a million episodes by the end of this, but not too short enough that it just seems like I'm milking it. If you get what I'm saying. I want it to be long enough, but not too short to make it look like I'm just making it intentional, just so I can milk the monetization money. I'm not monetized, but like whatever. You whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I am so glad to be playing this game again. I am definitely going to keep playing, and I'm going to try to get the videos out in a timely manner. Tonight, I'm getting straight to the computer, and I'm going to edit this video to make it best video ever, probably. And with that said, thank you so much for watching, and as always, be safe around Draken. Bye-bye.